What do you think's going to happen this week? I mean, with the whole Russia thing.
I'm going to Vivek.
The Russia thing is just a big nothing burger.
Really?
Also interesting, remember, it's illegal to possess these stolen documents. It's different for the media. So everything you learn about this, you're learning from us.
He could have undermined the messaging so much that he can actually control exactly what people think, and that is our job.
Yeah.
At this moment in history, as we're looking at efforts across the country to prevent people from being able to exercise their fundamental rights,
Jobs of the past are just not going to come back. And when somebody says that he's going to bring all these jobs back, well, how exactly are you going to do that? What are you going to do? I'm going to negotiate a better deal. Well, how? What magic wand do you have?
What the fuck magic wand you got?
How exactly?
I don't know, but Biden allegedly found it too. So
He's got it.
welcome back to Sanctimonious American Men.
You are cracking.
I am cracking. Today is Saturday, December 23rd, 2023.
Oh, Christmas time.
Merry Christmas, everybody. It's Christmas here at the shop.
Yo, what do you need?
What the hell is this person coming in for?
Okay, he didn't come in. Well,
See if
it's
you can pull that up.
pull it up, Ryan.
Pull it up, Ryan.
We're back, and we've been we should have been here last week, but I was sick. I had a cold.
You had a cold.
I'm feeling much better now. But we're doing a Christmas special.
I was sleeping.
Barney was sleeping.
The week before, yeah.
He loves sleeping.
I do.
But we're back for Christmas.
Yeah, just for Christmas.
We might do a New Year's show next week.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, who knows?
Who knows?
But
Provided the Houthis don't blow us up.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Chrysler.
Merry Christmas. Yeah.
Christmas.
So we're not at war of Iran yet. That's good.
Well, I mean, I haven't been watching the news because I've been sick. I mean, other than, they're trying to get Donald Trump off the ballots, and they're, trying to
They gotta save democracy by undermining democracy.
That's what I heard they're doing. Yeah.
Fucking dumb.
But back to the intro of finally having Van Jones in the intro paid off after all these years.
Yeah, Vivek Ramaswamy.
Vivek told him to shut the fuck up.
That was great.
Van Jones from CNN. I love it because he's right. It's like finally these people just just stop with the fucking clutching of the pearls.
It is clutching the pearls.
Pearl clutching. I was literally shaking when he was talking. Because fucking literally shaking.
From what? Donald Trump talk? I would knock Donald Trump the fuck out. I'm not scared of him. He's got a lot of power. He can have me killed. But he doesn't want to. No, I'm not that I would really knock him out. But
you'll fight in the street.
I can fight him in the street.
Yeah.
But
in front of DMV.
Sure. But I'm not worried about Donald Trump. I'm not even really worried about Joe Biden.
I'm worried that we're turning into banana republic, though.
That shit is happening.
You're not going to be able to vote for who they don't want you to vote for.
Exactly. That shit is happening for real. He got all right. So he's off the ballot for. So what they say, an insurrection or something?
Yeah, and ain't been charged with insurrection.
He ain't been charged.
Ain't even been alleged to.
No.
I guess he's been alleged, but
he ain't been charged. I'm cutting up big.
Try that cord on the end of the microphone there. Maybe. Yeah. Try and make love to it.
Oh yeah.
Oh. Or just jack it in there, pull it in tight.
I think it's good.
All right, whatever. I mean,
I
could turn you down on the.
I don't hear me cracking out anymore.
Well, I think it's when you go, oh, get loud.
Oh,
okay.
Nah.
Yeah, so it's just a bad connection.
Just a bad.
Everything's in here connected badly.
That's right. There's a world's biggest skateboard that's about to fall through the fucking roof.
You're always worried about that goddamn thing.
We got a massive skateboard on the fucking roof of this place.
Yeah, Santa Claus is going to come crashing through on it later with all the reindeer. Santa Claus.
To town.
But,
so Venezuela gonna invade Guyana?
Guyana? You know what I just realized? We're almost back to our original time. Saturday at 5 o'clock.
There we go. We made it full circle.
Live at 5 was our original time on Saturdays.
That's Saturday. We're back.
Oh my God.
Thanks for Well, if you tuned in.
Yeah, all the 000s you tuned in. You're all out doing your Christmas shopping.
You're out doing your Christmas shopping. Scumbags. I got to wrap presents yet, though.
Yeah.
And I got to do laundry.
I could probably make a few or buy some. Maybe that might help tomorrow or the next day.
Yeah, well, you got 36 hours.
I still got to watch the Die Hard fucking marathon, though, before.
Oh, shit.
Then.
I didn't watch Die Hard yet this either. You either?
Gotta.
Yeah. I know how it ends, though. Freaky German guy, right? Trying to blow up the building.
9/11.
9/11.
It ends with 9/11. They take all the money out of the fucking banks. It's just put all three of them together. You got 9/11.
That's it.
It is true. You got the airports, you got the buildings, and then you got the fucking money heist. 1, 2, and 3. Put them all together. You got 9/11.
Were people going through shafts on 9/11?
I'm pretty sure they stole a shit ton of money.
I'm sure they did.
On 9/11.
They were talking about the Pentagon losing fucking the world the day before.
yeah, with some 100 billion or something.
We lost 100 billion world's worth of money.
You know how there's alternate dimensions? Well, we lost one whole dimension's worth of money.
Yes, one whole dimension. Whoops.
Poof.
Oh, what do you know? A fucking airplane crashed into the office.
Oh, man. So, anything else going on this holiday season for you? I saw you wrote a new tune.
I wrote.
You've been writing some music.
I've been writing music, yeah.
Mm.
That first one was I didn't get a chance to tell you, but that was an adaptation I made of a French song by Amarissimo.
France.
France.
From France.
So like a parle la petit franc, very little. But I knew I could follow that one.
Shia LaBeouf, the beef. Shia the beef.
Shia the beef.
What an idiot.
I didn't know who he was for like the longest time.
Yeah.
And I heard people talking about him. That was like Cardi B.
He got canceled. He got the fuck canceled out of him.
Did he?
Yeah.
Cardi B, I didn't know who she was for the longest time. I thought people were talking about like a diet or
She's an
shit.
idiot.
I hear that, but I thought it was a diet at first.
Yeah, might as well been.
Like cardiovascular B or something, some kind of exercise program or something. I didn't know.
You know how they have the keto diet?
Yeah.
Well, when you live at the gas station, you got the taquito diet.
Taquito.
That's Jasper's diet, the taquito diet.
Taquito diet. Jesus. Yeah, Hess. That's another big one. Yeah, Hess.
Hess trucks, Christmas time.
Christmas time.
Wow.
So here's the deal. Venezuela said,
Oil.
Yeah. Venezuela said, Guana, we're going to take this part. And it's got a lot of oil.
It's ours now.
And
why are they doing it? What's the official reason? Because I was like, they can't be doing it because of the oil, but that's the reason they're doing it. Because they want the fucking offshore oil.
They want the offshore oil, which is claimed by Hess. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, here's the crazy part about it.
Do you know what the official thing is? Is it they're doing it for some type of freedom, obviously?
I think it's an iridentist claim that they once had it.
Oh, okay. So, all right, go on.
Iridental claim.
So here's the thing.
Here's the crazy part. All right, so how far is Venezuela from Gitmo?
Not far.
Not far, right? This happened in Kuwait in the 90s, 30 fucking years ago. And we went all the way around the world
to get that oil.
To get that fucking oil. We're going to go 200 miles. Like, what the fuck are you thinking?
Oh, you think soon as Venezuela starts pulling their bar stool up to the fucking table, we're going to be like, get out of here.
Fuck yeah, we're not going to Hess lose all that money. Are you out of your mind?
So it's kind of like what's going on over there in Gaza. There's a shit ton of oil off the shore of Gaza.
Yeah, there is, huh?
Oh, yeah. I think it's a big ruse for the companies to open up those drilling sites out there. All this bullshit with the Palestinian people.
It could be. The only thing about this one is that a lot of I guess Palestinian allies are like, fuck you. So Egypt's like, no, we're not taking any refugees. Screw you.
Well, they ain't made themselves no friends, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure big business has a lot to do with there's some serious oil off the offshore Gaza.
Sure.
I forget what the numbers were, but it's billions. Billions.
The only thing about that is like What claim would the Palestinians really have to that over the Israelis?
Other than they can't get their own fucking boats to get
That's
it.
basically what I'm getting at. That's what I'm getting at.
It's like, it's ours, but we can't do nothing with it.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at.
How about you move and we'll get it? Oh, no, we don't want to move. Okay, well, I heard you guys were good at killing people.
The movement thing's a little bit crazy because how many millions of people we're talking? 2 or 3 million?
Yeah, around 3, 2.5, 3.
That's it. Where are they going to go?
I don't
Jordan
know.
don't want them.
Nobody wants them. I mean, why? I mean, they took their land because Palestine, was. I mean, who knows who claims it first? Everybody says I was there first.
Nobody was alive when this was going on.
Huh?
Nobody was alive when the Jews owned it originally.
It was just them.
It was 5,000 years ago. This claim goes.
Well, what about the fucking Sumerians or something? Who the fuck was out there then?
Well,
They're in Iraq, I guess.
Well, yeah, I guess, yeah. I mean, that's way.
There's got to be some other civilizations that were fucking out there.
They keep finding civilizations that are, predating what they thought in Turkey. So.
Yeah, they got 12,000-year-old ones now by Gobekli. There's a couple other people. A whole bunch of them are connecting now.
Who knows? That all goes back to like the flood myths and everything, which are everywhere, I guess.
Yeah, it's like almost becoming too much evidence for modern day archaeology to fucking just keep ignoring. Because it's like, how can you have every fucking religion in the world with the same fucking myth?
Yeah,
and then just be like, it's a coincidence, people. Just don't look over there. Don't read it. Don't make any connections. Coincidences mean nothing.
Well, the thing is like, I'm not versed enough to know like whether like other natural disasters are also commonly cited with some kind of like legendary tales in each culture either. Like it'd be one thing like, if they had a story for every single type of natural disaster that could happen.
Right.
But I don't know if they do or not. I do know they have the flood myth, but it's pretty universal.
Yeah, you're right. It could be a numbers thing. It could just be, they're just framing it up that, they all have the flood myth. So what? They all say the same thing. But it's like, it's still kind of weird.
It is definitely weird.
That they all say the same stuff
mean,
over and over again for thousands of years.
There's a lot of weird shit in life.
I mean, the same, we know this too, like the whole life of Jesus thing was way before like Gilgamesh and shit like that, fucking, or the Sumerians and the fucking.
Sumerians before Jesus.
Yeah.
Gilgamesh is before Jesus. Yeah.
So it's just copied or handed down.
Handed down, names changed.
Yeah.
Just file off the serial numbers.
Put a fresh coat of paint on it.
What else we got going on?
I don't know. My computer's not working.
China. Everything's falling apart.
China.
I heard they just ditched some fucking mass transit program they had. It was like a bus that like hovered around over the highway. So it had two arms that went out over the highway and formed like a U over the highway.
Right, and then drove over top of everybody.
Yeah, but they canceled it because it can't churn. It's not going to be any use to any place where they could really use it. They'd have to level down cities to get this to fucking work. Another thing that's going on is I just found out like why they have those fucking empty cities.
In China?
Yeah, they got empty cities in China.
Yeah, because they started building and then fucking.
Well, here's why they build. Because they can't own the land. So if you go to the Chinese government and say, hey, I want to build something here, and they say, okay, you got to build. You don't own the land. The government still owns the land. So you have to put something there to make your claim.
Because it's communism.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like here where you can buy the land and just sit on it for 20 years.
Right. That's why there's these empty cities.
That's why there's empty cities.
They're waiting for the population to grow.
Allegedly.
Or migrate or move.
I think part of it is they have to spend the money.
They just spend the money.
Yeah.
Like, we don't get more money unless we spend it.
Yes. Something like that. And because they're getting the grant from the government to develop there, they want to get the building there as soon as possible before the government says, fuck you, gives it to somebody else.
Right. Because it's like, some political stooge's nephew or something that's putting the fucking thing together. Oh, we have to build now. Uncle says.
What else? I think they built a dam in Peru that's got 70,000 creeks. It's either Peru or Chile.
Cricks?
It's got they built a dam for them.
A big old crick.
And it's got all these cracks in it. It's got 70,000 cracks in it.
Wow.
What else? Yeah, I guess the Belt Road Initiative isn't going so great.
Well, I'm gonna have to go from memory because my computer's a piece of shit. Let's see.
To the club.
Let's see what happened. Disney's going down in flames.
Are they?
Every fucking thing they release turns to shit. They lose money.
Hasbro had a massive layoff because nobody's buying toys allegedly.
Yeah, well, who the fuck wants to buy fucking toys from Star Wars and Marvel if you fucking hate the fucking product?
Well, that's a good point. Like,
so Hasbro's gonna go down with the ship. I mean, they already killed Star Wars. Definitely already killed Toys R Us. That was how Toys R Us got fucking kablooied because when they made the sequel trilogy, nobody wanted Rey fucking action figures.
and Toys R Us bought that much of it that.
Yeah.
Wow.
From the first movie.
Right.
They're like, everybody's gonna want this.
Wrong.
Not so much.
Nobody wanted it. Yeah, I see all kinds of Star Wars figures for sale. I went to Ollie's first time. I never been there before.
That's where I'm gonna have to go do all my Christmas shop and get like $2 items for
They're fucking everywhere, dude.
Biden economy. Biden
There was
Christmas.
some weird shit like
it's a Biden Christmas.
I saw some books in there that I also saw on Walden Books, and they were selling for like $6 in Ollie's and $40 at not Walden Books, Barnes and Noble. Sorry.
Right.
But I'm like, what the fuck?
Wow.
Yeah, I liked Ollie's. I did.
Mm-hmm. That's where I go to get all my spray paint because it's like $2 a can. You might not get the colors you want, but you know.
I didn't know what to expect.
It's a great place.
I thought I was gonna be like running in and out.
And then you were like, oh.
Yeah, I
look at
saw
all
everything.
this.
I was like, holy shit.
China is here, Mr. Burton.
China is here.
Oh, China is here, Mr. Burton.
Yeah.
So we got Disney's going to be folding in the Hulu. Disney Plus is going to collapse. Paramount might be selling or buying DC because all the DC movies suck.
Really?
Yeah, they haven't made a buck in fucking all year. This is the worst year for Hollywood ever.
Good.
Because nobody wants to watch your fucking woke shit.
That too. How about this? What is this one where like I've seen advertisements for it, and I think it might have changed names or titles, but it's don't make white people uncomfortable or some shit. Magical Negroes or some shit.
Oh no, it's just the Magical Negroes. Yeah, Society of America.
What the fuck is that?
I don't know. Supposedly they wanted to make a movie that was Harry Potter, but for black people. It's a bunch of magic Negroes.
Is it Harry Potter mixed?
Magic Negro.
Oh, sorry. All right, Jesus. I didn't know that was a thing. Is that a Key and Peele sketch or something? I don't fucking know.
Might as well be.
Right.
Key and Peele made a fucking Harry Potter knockoff. They would have called it Magic Negroes.
I think they did. But wasn't there black kids in Harry Potter?
Maybe a couple, yeah. I don't know. I haven't watched it. I heard some people talking about it saying it's ridiculous. I don't know. But yeah, supposedly it's pretty racist.
It is pretty racist from what I saw.
Yeah.
I only saw the
They're like white
trailer.
people are the most evil animals on earth.
Yes. Another weird thing is like, how come the Native Americans don't want their own Harry Potter or, you know, the Asians?
Whitmer's going into reparations. Did you hear her? Our governor of New York wants to start a reparations council or something to look into. I'm like, I don't remember any slaves being in New York.
At one time, yeah, sure, but very rare.
New York isn't Governor Gretchen? No, that's Michigan. What's ours? Hochul is doing the fucking an exploratory committee into reparations for New York. And then I was like, wait a second, wait. Reparations for black people in New York. I'm like, I seem to recall that there's like a couple tribes of Native Americans that basically own the whole fucking land in New York, the whole state, and they got documents signed with fucking George Washington about how much of that land they own.
Even further back than that, yeah.
But yeah, this is though legal to America.
To America, sure.
And it's in the courts. It's been in the courts for 100 years or more.
Fuck them. There's black people that need reparations.
Yeah,
Never
They're going to vote for us if we, get this committee together that says you're going to get some money because you're black.
Fuck that. That's so absurd. How far does this go back?
Whitmer?
No, I mean, like, how far does this reparations? Can I get money from England because they, repressed me?
Right.
And then do I have to give it back to them because the Irish repressed them?
I want money from Rome.
Rome. The fucking Romans, man.
I want money from Rome, bro.
Fucking Romans repressed us, bro.
Somebody get the Vatican on the line. I need money because they touched me where I pee.
Did
I'm just I identify that way.
All right. Here's some
pay me.
Here's some news from the Vatican. So the Pope came out this week and he made a declaration and he said priests can bless gay people.
Yeah, I heard.
He might as well have said blue and yellow make green. It's official. But you always could bless gay people.
I know.
What
I
the
don't
fuck?
know what it's about. But what I did find funny, blue and yellow make green. It's official.
It's official, folks.
What was it this week? Was it the what was it? It wasn't the gay people thing. It was in Canada.
Oh, God.
There's some 60-year-old guy competing against 8-year-old girls in swimming.
What?
Because he identifies as an 8-year-old.
Canada is broken.
And Ty was like, there must be no dads left in Canada.
Canada.
They're all fucking fucked in the head because if that shit went down here, I'm pretty sure somebody would beat the guy up and be like, I identify as an 8-year-old girl too, and we got in a fight.
Yes. I fought this other 8-year girl. Beat the shit out of her.
And I beat the living shit out of her. A couple kidney shots, stomped on her head a little bit. No, but for real, it's like I didn't even click on the story because I didn't want to believe it. And then my brother's telling me, he's like, did you read that? And I was like, I couldn't. He's like, yeah, some idiot in Canada identifies as a little girl, and he's swimming with him, and he's beating.
Oh, my God. You follow Pierre Poilievre at all?
No.
All right, so Pierre Poilievre is a Canadian politician, right? And he's worked his way up to the head of the, I guess it's the Conservative Party up there. And it's unusual because he's Quebec.
He's from Quebec.
He's from Quebec, which is usually the most liberal province. But he's a very conservative guy, and he's just very straightforward. He's the guy that was eating the apple during the interview.
That guy's awesome. Yeah.
Yes, that guy fucking rules.
Why would you say that? Yeah.
Who says?
Who says?
Oh, dude.
So anyways.
He's the first Canadian politician that I followed, right?
Uh-huh.
Like I said, I thought they were, governed by hockey prior to that. But this guy,
this guy's got some real skills.
I'm starting to suspect they might have an actual form of government up there with this guy.
Seems the backbone is growing.
Yes.
From the nothing.
He's the best.
Yeah, we might as well be in the nothing from a never-ending story. It's just taken over.
He said something about so what are we doing? We're bringing Cuban cigars to America and picking up Snoldich vodka. It's just so ridiculous.
It's amazing how stupid people are. And a couple politicians that are speaking the truth now are called, well, if you speak too much of the truth, you must be a Nazi.
Oh, he's great, dude.
Or a misogynist.
He was going on about so we're embargoing Russia unless you go to the duty-free store, in which case you can buy Russian goods and not pay any tax on them. That makes sense.
People are fed up with hypocrisy, and it's starting to bleed out in the seams everywhere. It's like, all right, you want to talk about stupidity and how stupid the world is? Let's talk about how stupid the world is.
Yeah, I really like that guy. Pierre Poilievre.
Pierre Poilievre. But I mean, oh God, people that like Biden and think he's doing a great job, and it's like you're just saying that because you got TDS It's like, how can you think that that guy is any better than Trump as far as like being a moral, upstanding person?
Oh, he's definitely democracy. I mean, what was it? There were decencies on the ballot. That's definitely not true.
The guy's a scumbag.
We just got two fucking Democrats fucking in the Senate and taking pictures of it. Butt fucking. A little butt fucking action.
We got two butt fucking Democrats.
They were banging on Klobuchar's fucking desk.
Oh God, no, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, Amy Klobuchar, yeah.
In the fucking Senate, right? They were from Maryland. What the? We had cocaine laying around the house.
Well, that's what I get. This is where I was losing it when I was talking to my brother. I'm like, people don't care, Ty. I was like, if it was Donald Trump's kids, then they give a fuck. But when it's anybody else,
dude, the same week that they found cocaine in the White House, so I saw accusations talking about Don Jr. being high cocaine. He looked a little drunk. He did look a little drunk. But
I don't care if Don Jr. does coke. He doesn't have a laptop where he's like doing it off of 14-year-olds.
Yeah.
And if he did, then I'd care.
I still don't understand that. That's been the most disheartening thing I've seen in the last few years.
Yeah, and everybody just being like, "Oh, I'm an ostrich now." When I see a Biden laptop, I'm an ostrich.
Yes,
my head goes
50
in the sand.
intelligence agencies. I'm like, what the fuck? What do you mean?
50 intelligence agents, 50 people. They're the government. They know they're the best. I love the government.
And I was so stupid. I was sending it to people, not knowing that it was on like some fucking Asian porn site.
I know. Fucking Jim Brewer. I'm doing a little bit of his shtick because he's been doing some shit like that lately, where he's just does some funny stuff where he's acting like all these people that are Democrats and repeat CNN and MSNBC. They're just like parrots, fucking running around.
Right.
Like, I know what's right. I know what's right. I watch it on CNN.
Yeah, CNN's a fucking joke. How many times have they been wrong in the last 7 years? Too many. Every other fucking day. So this was a great one. This was yesterday's breaking news. So there's an audio recording of Donald Trump and Ronna McDaniel.
Okay.
And they're on the phone with some county representatives in
Georgia?
Michigan.
Michigan.
And they told them not to qualify the election or whatever.
I know what you're saying.
Certify the election. And don't worry about it, we'll get lawyers. Which is the legal process.
It's the normal process.
Yes, but CNN is taking it's like as if
insurrection.
As if he went into the White House, beat up Joe Biden,
grabbed the fucking limo steering wheel, yanked it.
I like when I first heard it, I'm like, all right, maybe they got something. Right? I don't know why I even entertained them thinking that they might have got something. Because I'm still waiting for something to happen, I guess. I'm still waiting for like the veil of Trump is untouchable to fucking fall, right? And I listened to it and I'm like,
they got nothing.
They got fucking nothing. But they're going on, raving out the mouth as this is the end again.
I mean, seriously, he could make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and it'd be illegal. Nobody's ever put peanut butter and jelly together. It's incredible. What is he doing?
Look at him.
He's fucking violating the peanut and the jelly. They've never done that before.
I remember they were talking about like him going on about putting ketchup on fucking steaks or something.
Yeah, they hate it. They're like, he's such a fucking hillbilly. He puts ketchup on steaks.
Right. And I was like, that is disgusting. That's got nothing to do with policy, though. So
I do like it on my meatloaf, though.
I do like it on my meatloaf. Right? Oh shit, dude. What the fuck was that about? So this is something that came out this week too. Donald Trump told us why he likes fast food.
I've heard about this before a long time ago.
I didn't hear about this a while ago.
Yeah.
See, I didn't believe any of it.
He doesn't want to be poisoned.
He doesn't want to be poisoned. He can order it, and they have no idea who it's for.
Yep.
And then
he picks it up, and yeah.
There you go.
I believe him. I mean, I imagine fucking... You got 50 intelligence agencies telling everybody a lie because they don't like one person. Something's fucked up.
Yeah. Meanwhile, me sitting at home, sitting on my couch, high out of my mind.
They got a fucking dossier on you about as fucking long as Santa's Christmas fucking.
You know, I was
delivery.
thinking, I wrote that song, right? And I was like, what if all these like fucking federal agencies come after me now?
Well, that's how bad it is. It's I mean, just from they'll siphon up this YouTube feed, they'll siphon up the phone stuff, and they put it all into a thing, and then they have an AI go over it, and they're looking for people who could be
right.
trouble. In some Americamus. In racist.
Racist.
I love it when Mark Dice
Yes.
Mark Dice does that, and it's got the chug, the guitar.
Yes, that's great.
Holy shit!
Liberal hive mind does the. We gotta save democracy.
Save democracy. This guy over here, fucking.
They gotta save democracy by taking Trump off the ballot for something he didn't do.
Holy shit, dude!
You know, the lieutenant governor of California said that they should take Trump off the ballot in California as well.
Yeah, all this is doing is ruining democracy. Because then I saw Texas say, "Well, we don't need Biden on the ballot either," and Florida was saying it too, and it's like, perfect. See what happened? We can't have nice things.
Well, this is going on while they're taking down a fucking reunification fucking memorial at Arlington Cemetery. Like,
yeah,
what
I
the
saw that.
Fuck.
I thought the judge said they couldn't do it. They were trying to, and
I don't know.
he stayed the decision because he didn't want them to.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, but it's so dumb.
It's fucking dumb. It's reunification.
They want segregation again.
They do.
Did you see the woman from Boston, the mayor?
Yes.
We're going to have a colored-only fucking Christmas party.
All right.
No whites allowed.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
How's this America? So I got to pay the price for some shit about half of my family wasn't.
So it's
gonna do it?
basically POCs, people of color, are becoming POSs.
Pieces of shit.
Pieces of shit.
Not all of them. Not all of them.
POCs, POSs.
I know a lot of black people who aren't into it, at least online. I don't know.
No, intelligent people aren't into it. That's what it is. It doesn't have to be what color you are. You just see the bullshit. You see the divide, the separation, and you're like, oh, yeah, I'm not a victim. I don't believe that.
I love that one Prager one where they're going around. Is voter ID racist? Oh, yeah, it's very racist. At the college campuses, all the white kids, and they go into Harlem. No, why? I got ID. Why would it be racist?
Fucking professor told me so.
There's one black guy's like, I gotta tell these white kids we can do all the same stuff they can. Newsflash.
Well, that was like Kamala. She said it on the mic, last year and a half ago. Well, people they just don't know how to get ID in the inner city.
Dumb in the inner city.
People in the inner city are dumb as fuck.
Dumb as fuck, and they can't get ID. It's a systemic racism.
Merry Christmas.
Speaking of which,
Kamala Harris.
So we still got Haiti banned. They can't come into the country, which I'm not complaining about.
Why would they do? It's just because of all the pirates?
Biden did that a while ago.
I heard he did something like that, but what was the issue?
Haiti's being run by gangs right now.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. The gangs of Haiti.
So we're going to go occupy Haiti for like the 4th time in American history. Here's where Haiti fucked up. They became independent. I think they were the 2nd in the Western Hemisphere, actually. And then, fucking Dominican Republic came independent, and Haiti was like, we're going to invade. So they invaded, and then they got kicked out eventually after a few years by us. Then France came along and says, you owe us money. We're taking our slaves away.
They got the boots. They got the boot. I'm going to try and plus this up a little bit so I can see what's going on here, bruh.
Yeah, so Haiti's been, gone like shit, whatever.
Sheet.
I'm not even sure if that guy wasn't elected is even in control anymore at all.
I am the captain now.
That's fucking Yemen.
That was Yemen?
Yeah, that's Yemen.
I thought those. Oh no, I thought what pirate? Are you sure that was from fucking Yemen?
Yeah, that's from Yemen.
From
Well, yeah,
Tom Hanks,
Tom Wanks, and whatever.
Look at me. I'm the captain now.
Yeah, they were Yemenis. Polyhouthi.
Yemenis?
Whatever, yeah.
Crazy bulls.
I guess the Houthis have been throwing fucking paper airplanes at shit. They got these drones. military drones that they've been.
Oh yeah, they've been flying them into the fucking.
They've been trying to get
carriers.
Well, they've been trying to get to Israel and fucking with the U.S. And now here's the thing: like Djibouti's right across the way, and Djibouti's got bases for everybody. Like fucking everybody's got a base there. We got a base there. UK's got a base there. China's got a base there. Spain's got a base. Germany. It's like everybody's got a fucking. Maybe not Germany, but Spain's got a base. Everybody's got a fucking base. And the Houthis really think they're going to do something. It's like, have you not been paying attention to the last fucking 200 years? What the fuck are you going to do with some fucking drones? You're in a war-torn country.
War-torn countries.
Yeah, you're in a war-torn country. Yemen's fucking shot, right? People are dying all over the fucking place. You're going to start more wars with bigger powers. And you're going to end up pissing off the Saudis. And that ain't going to go well.
Well, EU, they'll take care of it.
They won't do shit. He won't do shit. That's just an economic organization.
NATO, then, they'll take care of it.
Probably.
What's this that we're trying to get the fucking Ukraine into NATO now? Are they really trying to push that, or is that bullshit?
Both.
It's just a goddamn something to stir the pot.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
We can't afford Ukraine. What did they bring to the table?
None of those motherfuckers over there can afford to be in NATO.
If we bring Ukraine into NATO,
we pay for NATO. Did you see they made a bill that won't allow any president to get out of NATO, or they're trying to make a bill into law that says no, what doesn't matter who you are, you can't get us out of NATO. And they're doing it because they know Trump's going to get us out of fucking NATO if he gets elected.
Well, I hope so. I'm done with this world police shit.
I know. Well, did you see that they put that together last week?
No,
or
I
somebody
didn't
trying
see
to put that. Yeah. And they're also trying to do something else with it as well. Can't get out of NATO. And I forget what the other fucking.
All right, so we can't get out of NATO. That doesn't mean we can't conquer the other NATO countries.
You're always thinking.
I'm thinking, man, thinking.
But like I said, though, none of those people pay for fucking NATO.
Well, no, they haven't traditionally.
That's why everybody hated Trump for being like, you're going to pay your share.
Yeah, but the funny part is that ended up being the solution a few years later when Russia invaded Ukraine. Now they are suddenly paying their share.
Yeah.
And they're complaining to each other about it, which is fucking mind-boggling. I saw that meeting. And I'm like, didn't Trump
how about the hand grenades?
Oh, yeah. What the fuck was that about?
I don't know, bro. That was explosive.
Yeah, it was. So there's a video going around. Where was that from?
It was in Ukraine somewhere.
That was in Ukraine? Yeah. It was at like some city council meeting.
Uh-huh.
And this guy comes in. He doesn't say anything. He's just standing up against the door. And all of a sudden, he pops out 3 fucking grenades. And
boom, boom,
and
boom.
the guy that like he's sitting in the front, and he watches the grenade fall in front of him, and he's just in such disbelief. He doesn't move at all. I don't know if he made it out or not, but
I think only 2 people or 3 people got killed, but there was a good 8, 9 people in there.
Yeah, that was pretty wild.
Low damage grenades.
I guess so.
You gotta be accurate with those things.
I don't know how. I thought that was like horseshoes. Right?
Well, that's why it's like not that this is similar, but I imagine it's close. But remember playing COD, you'd like pull the pin and just hold on, and then you just like toss it like 2 seconds before and blast the person direct shot.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a dangerous game, but I imagine that's the only way to be accurate with those
I was like,
things.
COD, what? Oh, Call of Duty, okay.
COD piece.
So here's something.
Who's getting a COD piece for Christmas?
I would like one. Bring those back.
Okay.
Fucking,
your wish is my command.
Yeah, like, remember like Shao Kahn, right?
Yeah.
So in Turkey,
Lord Humongous,
there was a Turkish politician who was ranting and raving at the fucking pulpit in their whatever Congress, Parliament, whatever they got, and he said that Israel is not gonna be there, right?
Okay.
And then he had a heart attack and died.
Wow. Convenient.
Right after he said that, I saw it. It was a little bit weird. Again, I had to take people's translations for it. But he dies right fucking there.
Wow.
I guess that's a snuff film.
He didn't say, "Or may I be struck down by God" afterwards.
No, he didn't. But he started to say something about Israel and the God of Israel, or whatever.
Wow.
What else? New York Times, right? Article about "Don't say Merry Christmas to me. I find it offensive because I'm Jewish." Or some shit that lady
Dude,
wrote.
I'm starting to get fed up with the Jewish people as far as like they're the ones that started all the woke shit with this. You can't say Christmas bullshit. Just say Happy Holidays, please, because I'm Jewish. And it's like, and now it's devolved into cut your dick off.
Yes, but I don't know those Jewish people that are uptight about Christmas.
Well, maybe I'm just not. Maybe I've been misinformed. That's
I
not
see
the
it
first
on
time.
I see it on the internet, like like this article in the New York Times.
Well, there we go.
Where she's talking about "Don't say Merry Christmas to me. I find it offensive." Whatever. It's just Christian hate, right?
Exhibit A.
Right. Yeah. And the Muslims don't do it because they believe in Christ. They just don't believe, he was the Messiah or whatever.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's fine, though. Who gives a shit? If you come up to me and you say Happy Hanukkah, I'm not going to be like, why? Oh, my God. I'm going to have to take a knee. You've offended me deeply.
Offended me deeply.
You
Christ killer!
You fucking Christ killer! No, you can say Happy Hanukkah. You can say Happy whatever the fuck you want. I mean, what's the
holy shit?
How many other ones are there that I have no clue what the fuck they are? But
well, there's only 3 Abraham religions, major religions.
Well, I'm just saying holidays. You could say
Ramadan. Happy Ramadan.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
No, I don't really care.
I don't, you can't. I just don't understand why people are offended. This writer of this article, anyways, continue.
So she was going on about how she's offended and how like Merry Christmas is systemic white supremacy.
Jesus Christ!
Holy shit! Now,
you just colonized my mind.
Yeah. The first Christians were the Ethiopians, en masse at least. Well, besides the Jewish people that converted, right? But the first place that where like Christianity really caught on was Ethiopia. Now, granted, that's not Catholicism or Protestant's their own branch, but they're still Christians, right?
Yeah. That's where the Ark of the Covenant is.
That's what they say. That's what they say.
But the point being is that it's people that have a fucking chapped ass.
Yes.
And they need to be chapped.
I remember I dated this girl. And she was going on about getting Santa Claus out of the school. And I was like, why? Because my kid, what about those kids over there that are happy about it? They're like, fuck them? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Those 90 kids say, fuck them because your one kid is fucking not with it.
It's crazy, man. It's crazy. People are insane. I'm offended. My ass is chapped. Please. Please.
Please, please.
Please don't make me crazy anymore than I already am. But I'm going to keep going crazy because that's what makes me special. That's my identity.
I identify as an elephant's left nut.
Yeah, and why won't you love me for it? There must be something wrong with you, you Nazi.
If you don't address me as an elephant's left nut.
You are a systemic problem.
Ah, shit.
You are a systemic problem of white male bad.
Did you see that immigrant at the pizza place?
No.
So there's this immigrant.
I did see that. Yeah. With the trans person.
The trans person's flipping out.
Yeah. Hilarious.
What do I look like? Oh, I look like a man.
You look like a man. Oh my God. Oh my God. This person is so homophobic.
Yeah.
He's like,
you're a transphobe. You look like a man.
He's like, oh, okay. And he gets up there and he's like, okay, so, and?
He almost has like no idea what she's saying.
He gets up on the counter and he's all like, oh, so you want to talk? Okay, I'll talk. Yeah, but you look like a man.
You look like a man. He doesn't understand what's going on.
Yeah. And this guy dressed up like a woman is demanding that he gets his pronouns correct.
Yeah. It's so retarded. When did this happen? I didn't like people picking on
4 years ago.
Is that when it happened? I didn't like.
No. Right. But I sent this clip. It was fucking. It was something about transgenderism. We're like, yeah, my transgender wife. It's like, you married a dude. I was like, no, we call them women now. We started calling them women like 4 years ago.
No,
It's like, well, you're still married to dude.
Fucking So, when did this happen? Because when we were in school, I didn't like pick on gay kids because they were low hanging fruit, right? And I didn't like it when other people did too.
No, you picked on your friends, and
Yeah.
you know. No, I don't remember like.
Maybe somebody would punch me or something, you know, like.
I mean, picking on. You know, I don't know. Just like bullying in general. Yeah, there's bullies, but for the most part, most people don't do it. Not everybody's a bully. Not everybody that's white and male is a bully.
No.
I think that's what happened. They started connecting those two dots together. Like everything you saw that was bad, ever, is because of white males.
Yeah.
And black males are right behind them.
Oh, that's half the country, so
It's insane.
most of the country.
It's insane. It's a good way to, stir up division. The other thing too is like somebody I saw the whole pussy hat phenomena. Like somebody was making a joke about it. Like, yeah, well, when they had their whole women's march,
That was Brewer.
it was Brewer, right?
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, they didn't have a dick on the hat. Well, now you can be have a dick and be a woman. How come they don't do that?
They had a pussy hat. They knew what a woman was then.
Yeah, he's like, now they need to put a dick on there too.
Fucking dumb. So here's something that happened this week. Tuesday. Right. I had to I had to run home real quick to use the bathroom. I was out shopping for Christmas presents. And
Merry Christmas.
I was in front of the toilet doing the pee-pee dance, right? And I start going. I get my pants down. Start going. Also, my phone drops out of my fucking. So now I got to cut it short, grab the phone, right? And it only fell in like maybe an inch, right?
How'd that happen? What, it like sat on the side of the wall?
It
or
was in
something?
my pocket, and it fell out of my pocket. I had a bunch of other shit in my pocket.
And was there a cord connecting it to you?
No.
Then how did it only fall in an inch?
'Cause
Was
it
there not
landed-
much water in the pot?
It landed on the side and stopped.
And stuck on the side.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Spider-Man.
And so I pulled it
Pull the
out,
Spider-Man.
and fucking, it still worked for the most part. You know, I wiped it down and took the case off, and
Put it in rice.
I didn't do that. Everyone keeps saying that.
It works. It works.
And so for the first day, the SIM card wouldn't work. I could still get on the internet, but the SIM card wouldn't work, and I couldn't get it to charge. So I let it dry. So then this, after a day of drying out, the SIM card came back, and I could get phone calls and texts and shit. But it still wouldn't charge. So I waited another day. Wouldn't charge. So I waited a few more hours, still wouldn't charge. So I went to Verizon, and I was like, it won't take, told them what happened. It's like, it won't take a charge. And the girl was like, I had the same phone, and I took it scuba diving, and she's showing me pictures of her, like, fucking scuba diving with the thing. And she's like, it should be okay, blah, blah, blah.
So I had a chunk of poo in it.
No. So,
No.
so, like, I'm like, she's telling me, like, oh, well, you could go buy another phone and put it in this plan, but you still got to pay off this phone, which I owe $300 on. And I'm like, or I could buy a new phone, but it's just going to merely cost me $700 to get a new phone. I'm like, fuck that. So I left. I told her I might be back, right? So I go out to my car, and I have a phone charger in my car. And I was like, let me just give it a shot,
Oh gosh, your phone charger was fucked.
No. They tried charging it in there. They'd use
Okay, so what happened? You said let's try it in the car,
and it worked. They even tried charging it like with
so it just needed that extra 10, 20 minutes.
maybe, I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but the phone charger charges it, nothing else.
In the car.
Yeah,
Nothing else will charge it. No, just the one in the car.
just the one in the car.
That's strange.
Like they had it on a wireless one for a while.
Uh-huh,
Nothing.
What the fuck's bothering me? I hope we have sound. Maybe it's somebody watching. Be like, you don't have a
We ain't got no
sound.
sound. Ain't nobody watching here. You guys watching? There ain't people watch this show. I don't think we just get on here and yell at the fucking world. We yell at the sky.
Yeah.
Yeah, no sound.
No, we're good.
Oh,
That was just some alert from whatever. We only got another 10 minutes, so what do you want to talk about? Because we're making it short today. It's a Merry
right.
Christmas. Have a Merry Christmas when you're out there.
A merry little Christmas. May your days be bright.
Bright.
I read a couple books this week.
I'm reading a book, but it's going slow. I want to make sure. What the fuck is the book? It's a Jungian book.
Oh, right. Carl Jung?
Carl, yeah.
First book I read was it's about spies.
Spies.
And it was just like the history of espionage.
It sounds educational.
It kind of was. It was a little bit woke, it was a little woke. But besides that.
How the hell can a spy book be woke? Is it new?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. You bought something. You can't, everything from like now. You can't go back really buying anything for the last 10 years.
It's a little
It's all
bit woke.
garbage.
They were written by Italians too, so it was kind of unusual. But but I read the fucking book, and I just kept thinking, it's like, holy fuck, we're fucked. We're just so fucked because we're just stuck in these like invisible fucking games with countries we don't even know what's going on, and they have dirt on us, and we have dirt in them, and neither of them want to say because then they get exposed. And
right, the whole world's built on a tinderbox of lies
yes.
and fucking. You're all fucking to get into the game, to play ball. You had to do something that exposed your soul.
Right. Now, one of the things they propose in this book that caught me, it's an observation that they made, right? And they looked for backup in sociology. They found some. But basically, when it comes down to like espionage, the country that has the most military might tends to ignore espionage information the most.
Because
they could just kick your ass playing out.
Right. They're like, who cares?
Right.
Yeah,
Who cares?
Bring it.
Bring it. Exactly. And we're in that position right now. We're in that position.
So we've been ignoring espionage and ignoring fucking intel for the past 60 years.
More or less, unless it had to do with.
Well, that's why we got fucking Dianne Feinstein, fucking chauffeurs, a spy. We got fucking spies, fucking Nancy Pelosi, and spies fucking
banging fucking what's his face there?
Fucking Fartwell.
Right.
You know, fucking just spies everywhere.
Fucking everywhere. And that
got spy balloons flying across the goddamn country.
Right. Spies in Cuba, Chinese spies in Cuba.
Because we're just being complete belligerent cave fucking rulers. We're just like, we have the biggest stick. Go fuck yourself.
Right. Basically. And that was the worrying part because I could see it.
That is a worrying part because at some point somebody's like, just has to infiltrate like the highest parts of government and be like, turn the stick on us.
It's happened already.
It's already happening. I know.
Philip Corby. He was the head of MI6. He was a Russian spy. What the fuck?
Jesus Christ.
The Russians had spy in the Manhattan Project.
I'm sure, they're spies. You could be a spy.
I
could be a spy. We wouldn't even know it.
I had a buddy named Sergei Tepelov. Great guy. He kept telling me he was a Russian spy, and I was like, what the fuck could you possibly be spying on? You're fucking drunk every day with me.
Who are you reporting to? Your teddy bear at night when you're all fucked up on vodka?
We go to New Paltz and get drunk and pick up chicks. What the fuck are you spying on?
But
I miss that dude.
With like American media and stuff like that, though, I did notice, and I was thinking about this not too long ago, that they make people want to be spies. So if you are contacted, you would probably think about it and maybe go right into it because with all like the, glorification.
Well, that
like
was
Mr. and Mrs. Smith,
sure,
and fucking all these people. There's a new one with Mark Wahlberg out right now. He's like, honey, I used to be a spy, and it's like, so anybody could just be turned into a spy automatically because you've made it fucking romanticized.
Well, here's the conundrum of spies, right? So you're most useful when you're fresh, but you have the least experience.
And you're also, most useful when you have the least experience because you're also disposable.
You're disposable.
That's when you're most useful.
Nobody knows who you are.
Uh-huh.
And so like now, like the field agent has like as a general rule, they used to have multiple cover, identities.
Uh-huh.
But now they use one per country, and they have to start them years ahead of time because you need a digital trail, right? Who are you? have you been on Facebook for 15 years? You probably should have been, right? Most likely you were.
Right.
Where's your profile? So they have to start this shit way ahead of time now.
Jesus.
With facial recognition, because you can't, you can't dodge facial recognition.
Well, that sounds like. What other book did you read?
Something about. It was by these podcasters. Stuff you should know.
Huh.
Yeah, it was like each chapter was like a little deep dive into something. You could read the chapters. You didn't have to read them concurrently. You could have just read them in any order. But it was, it had little things about like why dogs smell so far, evolution of guns, the game show guy who ripped off the game shows, who took advantage of game shows like shortcomings.
Nice.
One guy, he figured out in Win, Luck, or Draw that 2 squares never gave you whammy. So
Okay.
he figured out how to time it to get to those.
Right. He'd slap it every time there was going across 2 squares.
Yeah,
and it would never land on a wham.
It would never land. He watched it for years. There was a couple guys who realized that the Price is Right kept using the same prizes and putting the same prices on them for years.
Right. So you could use those as your guidelines.
Memorize them. And then the guy went on there and he made a perfect bid down to the dollar.
Jesus.
It's the only time it ever happened.
Then they had to change those prices.
$27,349. Holy shit, he's right.
Bob Barker shit himself that day.
Yeah, there was just a lot of good. There was a story about Dr. Kevorkian, and he's a scumbag. What else?
Yeah, that sounds like another interesting read.
It was interesting. It was one chapter at a time, really. Like then I'd forget about it for a day. I guess.
Right.
But,
well, you're going to get a lot more of those books in a few days.
Oh, good.
Toilet books.
Yes, that's exactly what they are.
You sit on a toilet and read it.
Yes, exactly what it was.
But now everybody's got their phone, so they don't need books on the toilet. But I'm old-fashioned. I keep a nice little library.
Yeah, good. I'm not bringing that fucker back in the toilet again.
Oh, it's banished from the bowl.
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, it's fucking freezing. We got 3 more minutes.
I got to piss.
Are we just going to call it?
Let's call it.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Oh.
Ho, ho, ho. We hopefully we'll see you before the new year. If not, well, we're going to try hard to do that. Yeah.
Oh, ho, ho. Your mother's a hoe. She gave me a blow for $1.64, but the money on the floor, she came begging for more. Said, ho, ho, ho.
Michael wrote that when he was all of how many years old?
8 or 9 or something.
That's one of his oldest songs.
It is. I wrote that with Mark Magrum.
Will be released on.
Just get it in time for Christmas. Order now if you get your powdered loads before Christmas.
Oh my God, powdered loads. All right. Oh my God, that gives me a great idea for later. Make a fake box of powdered loads for somebody's gift. Okay, everybody, we love you. Have a nice Merry Christmas, a good dinner, family and friends. And if you need a place to go, give us a call. We'll find something for you to do.
Come on over.
All righty. Remember, wherever you go, there you are.